came from nothing but the moon. Roll another one, let's have some fun. Cause I ain't came from nothing. I done 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 came from nothing, y'all. I done came from nothing. I done came from nothing. I done came from nothing. I done came from nothing, y'all.
When that pack hit, that mean everybody eat. 100 North niggas, you know everybody street. Top floor shit, you know everybody sweet. She was shy when she came through, now everybody freaked. Low key when I move, niggas extra. My whole crew getting cheese, nothing special. You a broke bitch, but we see you got potential. I'm in my fields looking for a Snow Allegra. We smoke pressure, but we don't feel none. 6'2" Impala with the all white guts. We just getting dollars, all rap, no fronts. For what it seems like, we got this sold up. Live life, everybody wanna be rich, but nobody wanna work, and that's the secret. If I take an L, believe it's on me, bitch. The cologne costs more than they whole fit. Man, they know it's best. Come on.
You ain't got no money, get you some. Cause I done came from nothing but the mud. Roll another one, let's have some fun. Cause I ain't came from nothing. I done 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 came from nothing, y'all. I done came from nothing. I done came from nothing. I done came from nothing. I done came from nothing, y'all.
Hey, fresh white tee, red rag, and a B-hat. Capanella gang, we on the map, you know where we at. Sliding down the Ave, hit, bro, like where the weed at. The chamber feed wrong, then they might get some feedback. Goon squad, body for body, you know we need that. YS stepping, he extra, nigga, I mean that. The W, we the winning team and we ain't heard of you. My little bro just wanna take a pic, he'll murder you. Swerve on you, my big homies be trapping, put a bird on you. Bitch, I'm steady stacking with that ratchet, I done heard a few. Expert in the field, when he slide, he don't leave a clue. How this nigga banging Pyro, but giving niggas blue. Who would've ever knew this nigga started from the bottom? We was making niggas fall, then we leave like bottom. Put the scope on the chop, if he run, bitch, I got him. Tupac, who shot him? Big boss, top shot gang. I don't fuck with niggas if you ain't know. All my niggas shooters, I don't put them on the payroll. Slide, glide, ride to the Dejon. I'ma sag it out, can't fall till my day's gone. Real niggas in this bitch, they can't sit with us. West side to the east, I'ma give it up. He tough, we up, leave a nigga stuck. We ride, they high, boy, you out of luck. Big bands don't fall, I can't get enough. They turn, we turn, I don't give a fuck. Wrist cold, he touched, then that nigga fuck. Big chop get when I let it bust. Type of money make you worry, don't know who to trust. So I put sticks in them Glocks and I'm ski masked up. We was down for a minute, shit, but we back up. Back down, mag rounds, make them feel where I'm from. Pure pressure, heavy metal, niggas know how I come. I'm a trophy in my section, niggas know I'm the one. Catch a op, make them drop, do your shit, get it done. Oh, I heard they play stupid, they don't know we go dumb. Keep a cannon like I'm Nick with them sticks and them drums. He don't run, then he dumb, put a hole in his lung. I don't fuck with niggas if you ain't know. All my niggas shooters, I don't put them on the payroll. Slide, glide, ride to the Dejon. I'ma sag it out, can't fall till my day's gone. Real niggas in this bitch, they can't sit with us. West side to the east, I'ma give it up.
Can I get a moment of your time? Alright, Bankhead, I see you, partner. From the interviews to the news to your favorite tunes, you cannot lose when you're tuned into Straight Out the Trunk Radio. Hit me, From the interviews to the news, what's your favorite tune? Straight out the trunk, they got what you want now. Get your body, go to sleep, and when you brush your teeth, when you first wake up, turn your radio up. Straight out the trunk now. Straight out the trunk. You are now listening to Straight Out the Trunk. Put your seat back, turn your radio up. It's Straight Out the Trunk. You are now tuned in and you're rocking with the best. Straight Out the Trunk. Everybody tuned in, let me hear you say Straight Out the Trunk. 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 Straight Out the Trunk.
Straight Out the Trunk Radio every Monday night, 10 p.m. to midnight on AcceleratorRadio.net. It's your boy Bankhead. We in this thing every Monday night, 10 p.m. to midnight, powered by AcceleratorRadio.net. Special guest in the house, Dejon Paul.
Yes, sir.
A day in LA.
Mr. Dan Lay.
Okay.
Huh?
Say that.
I said Mr. Dan Lay.
Mr. Day. Hey, how's it going, sir? How's it going? Welcome back to Str8OutDaTrunk Radio for the second time, you man. How's it going?
Solid, man.
Appreciate
you.
Appreciate it for coming. How was your weekend? You know how we start that off.
Man, it was busy. I've been real busy just trying to get the details for this magazine party I'm doing on the 29th. I'm doing a freshman party. So I've been busy like planning the party. I ain't gonna lie.
In October, that's Halloween. That's a lot going on. Is it Halloween based or is it just like...
No, it's just that weekend of Halloween, but it's a freshman party. I'm gonna have all the freshman rappers there from this class this year, caterers and bars and games and stuff. So I just been really busy working.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Very
dope.
nice.
I can't wait to see how that
Yeah, you guys
flourishes.
gotta pull up. You guys pull up.
Oh, you already know we'll
Definitely.
be there. You feel me? Got to. You already know.
Got to.
Hell yeah. So let's get to it, man. Let's get to it.
Yes, the talk of the town.
You know, a day in LA, 2021 LA freshman, the Underdogs on top.
Yes, sir.
Why that name? Underdogs on top.
I'm just trying to speak it into existence. You know, I just want to. You already know my mission is to really bring some organization and some structure to LA and flip it on its head. And so I want to kind of give the new guys the same platform that some of the more established acts have been getting. And so the Underdogs are going to be on top for this issue at least.
Okay. Out of these issues, how many of these artists is like homies?
Oh, I don't really have rapper friends.
You don't got rapper friends?
No, I don't shit where I eat.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my job. You
Yeah.
know, I work with these guys. These are not my friends. They don't come to my house or nothing. Or
All right, that's why I want to any of them come in and take a shit on your shit. Like they open your refrigerator without asking, what you got some milk, something? Nigga?
nah, like you know, they know I support them. Like we're friendly.
Understand?
I
Understand. Because I'm about to put the homie on the motherfucking the cover this year. You know, he doing some shit. You know, so we have to get that out the way. None of these is his homies. You feel me? This is all business. You feel me?
Yeah, my homies gangbang. They don't rap.
I heard that.
I feel you. All right, understand. All right. So 2020. Let's get back to 2020. You had Go Get a KB, True Car, Wally the Sensei, Key Riches, Donnie Loke, AZ Kilo, and Ray.
Yes.
All right. Out of those, how many of you feel like prospered in the last year and like took their music to the next level from the freshman class?
Okay, so you know that crossed my mind. So I did a feature in this new issue called Where Are They Now, where I basically recap in depth their progress since the last cover. And I'm excited to see them read it, actually, because I'm really honest in this feature, so I can't wait for them to read it. But I would say that I really ranked them all. I would say that obviously Wally the Sensei blew up the biggest out of all of them. He had the record of the year with 03 Flow, in my opinion, the LA record of the year, West Coast record of the year. True Car did well as well. I saw like a Clubhouse recording when Wack 100 was talking on the Karen Civil thing with the Jordan Lucas, and he said he personally invested over $300,000 into True Car's career.
Right.
And so
I was in that the house.
Okay.
Me too.
I was in that
I remember
Clubhouse.
him saying that. And I didn't even know that.
I didn't even know, but when you think about it, yeah, I can see him doing that. So to see him spend that much on True Car, and True Car have big records with Coi Leray, the Beat It Up record that I like, and then the Sada Baby record. So I feel like True Car is up there as far as having a good year. And then I want to say Ray, because she's just been coming with the visuals. I love Project Bitch, the choreography,
Yes.
the WAP record choreography is there. So she kind of has more of like that underground but concentrated, focused rollout that I appreciate. And so those are my three favorites. Key Riches, it was more like mediocre, but I do appreciate that he put out an album with 1342, 10 tracks on there with a couple features, and then he's on tour with Jay Worthy right now. And I believe he has a show in San Diego tonight. Yeah, those are my like standouts. So Go Get a KB, he finally dropped. He took a long break, and I know he got shot earlier this year, so you have to put that into account.
Right.
But he finally dropped a dope project called Sex Symbol. He scratched his West Side Worldwide LP he was dropping and put out a project called Sex Symbol that you guys got to check out. It's really dope.
Okay.
He got a song called Ride on there, Get a Little Crazy, and then the title track are dope tracks.
Understand. Do you feel like you play a part in their success of, since you like put shine on them and artists is like didn't know who they were at one point? Like, yo, I got them from a day in LA, from that freshman's class.
Yeah, I don't want it to have a negative connotation as far as like putting people on or whatnot, but I played my role, you know, and I did what I could, and I've been a blessing to these artists, just like somebody has been a blessing to me in my life, and that's just how I look at it. But I don't put too much gravity on it or too much weight on that.
Okay, all right. So 2020 versus 2021, was there different things you was looking at an artist versus 2021 versus 2020, like different putting out like rollouts, production, music video quality, music quality, amount of music,
right?
You know, like was there different criteria, stigmas, like elements to it?
You know, it basically was just me working with what I got, you know, working with the landscape, you know. So I just looked at the landscape for this year and last year. The landscape for new rappers or new artists coming out the city was more hit driven. Like Go Get a KB had the Flow record. We talked about this. Wally had Scandalous and a few other records. True Car had Outside. This year, the newer artists didn't really have big records. It was mostly like bigger artists like Blast, Bino, Draco, Blue Bucks Clan, Kalen for real, that came with the bigger records. And so this year I had to get more into that criteria. It couldn't just be, I don't want to say it's lazy to go off the hit record, but that's easy. You feel me? Like he has a hit record, he goes on the cover. Versus me having to really be intricate with it and look at the nuance of it and get into those criteria. So there definitely was more of it was harder this year. I'll say that. It was definitely harder because nobody had hit records, really, for the most part. Only one artist on this cover has like a bona fide hit record.
03 Flow,
right?
You know,
right? Yeah, like
not 03 Flow.
Right.
On the new one.
On the new one, I'm gonna say Ken Dog's Beethoven record.
Yeah,
is the biggest record from the cover. But that's
not Canon from YS. Like that, they pushing that. That's blowing.
That's a more of an underground street record versus something that's gonna like Ken Dog's record's gonna chart.
Okay,
like it's doing like 30 million streams. It's on the Rolling Stones digital chart. Like that's gonna chart on Billboard. I don't know where it's gonna chart, but
it's gonna chart. I hear you.
Yeah.
And I mean, just going into, like you were explaining, just the landscape of the way that you place these artists and everything. So are you looking more for like the underground sound, or are you kind of adjusting like to what you said earlier was last year they were more hit driven. This year they're not. You kind of had to dig deeper into finding what you have now. So is that something, are you more like adjusting to the flow of the year, or are you specifically looking for like that underground, somebody that you can kind of pull up?
I wish I could just look for what I'm looking for and do that, but I think it's too early to do that yet. We have to like what they say, till the soil or something like that. Like we really have to kind of like flip the soil over first.
You
like
gotta turn the oil, soil.
Right.
Keep flipping it.
Right. We have more work to do before we get to that point where I can just really just start looking for music that I listen to in my car and put that person on my cover. We're not there yet. We still have to kind of like trim the fat, and like it's just a lot of more work to do. Hopefully by the next cover or the fourth cover, I'll be able to have that stellar cover where I have 10, not 7, but 10 new MCs, 10 new artists that I just personally love each and every one of their music all day, and I listen to it all day.
Was there a certain amount of artists? Did anybody decline that cover, the issue? Did you reach out to somebody and they was like, I pass?
Yes, that happened. I mean, but that happened last year. We discussed it last year. So last year it was 10 artists that I invited, 7 showed up. This year it was 10 artists that RSVP'd, 7 showed up to the shoot. And then there were artists that declined. There were artists that opted, that were like, oh, I feel like I should get a solo cover. But I had that happen last year as well.
We had this conversation.
So it's like it's the same thing, and I just been trying to work on that mindset. That's why me and Miss Morgan over here, we do the 21 Tips for LA Rappers workshop, because we really trying to get just break the stigma of our artists being a little too like, I don't want to say cocky, or arrogant or whatnot, but I'm looking for a word like.
Then you said them, nigga. Don't try to tweet shout the radio. You want to take a shot to let that shit loose?
Stop.
Like, don't say like, nigga. LA rappers is bougie, cocky. They feel like they should be like that. They think like they got a couple of streams and shit. They feel like they should get the highest plateau, when they be like, you still got work to do. You feel me? They not even playing your shit in Oklahoma. You feel me? Like,
oh man.
So I'm definitely, there was definitely artists that declined, but I'm appreciative to the 7 artists that did show up to the shoot.
Hell yeah.
100%.
Showed up this year and just got the recognition that they felt they deserved. And
good.
You know, I fucked with it. I fucked with the shoot. The shoot was fun. So I was happy for those that was there.
I see that. Do you have a favorite artist out of the bunch? out of the issue?
Well, I can't say favorite because I'm appreciative of them all, but I will say the one I'm most proud of.
Let's say that.
Is
proud of.
one I'm most proud of is Ernest King.
Why is that?
I'm a detail oriented guy, and so is he. And I just like the effort he's putting into everything he's doing. Like his project, Authentic For Real, and that whole franchise, this is like his fourth one. They've been flawless to me. Like, I can't find one bad record on there. His videos are dope. He pays attention to everything. Like, his jewelry's nice. His Benz is nice.
Yeah.
Everything is done. Like, he dots his I's, crosses his T's. And so I'm proud of him. But I'm proud of all of them. But that's the one I'm most proud of.
I respect that. What I'm like about this, because I'm learning about Ernest King, I'm learning about Ken Dog, I'm learning about Kelly B.
Kelly,
I'm learning about them. You know, but I know about Jason Cass, YS, Nita Flame, and Desi G. You feel me?
Yes,
I'm glad you put Desi G on there because he has a dope ass year just from being a hype man, DJ to fucking producer to being a frontman artist as well. He putting it all into one. Yeah. So I respect that. YS, he always killing it. You feel me? D Flame, he killing it from Long Beach. You feel me?
Yeah, he's on Wild 'N Out. That's how I found out about him. I'm not gonna lie. I saw him on Wild 'N Out, and then I started checking out his music.
Okay.
And then I followed him on Instagram.
I just knew about his inspirational speeches he had to the young kids.
I saw that too.
That's why I picked up on him. Exactly. I started seeing doing his freestyle. I was like, oh, this nigga hard. You feel me? Like he spits real. So
yeah, I heard about him once he got released from. He was in jail for a little while. Okay. And as soon as he came out, I just heard everybody talking about his name. I'm like, who is this? Right. But he hard. I did want to mention though. I want to take it back just a little bit. You were talking about a workshop that you hold.
Yes.
So my question for that basically is, since you know, A Day in LA, people pretty much they respect your perspective. You know what I mean? Having this cover and everything, of course. So you having that workshop and being able to critique and criticize in a positive or, you know, in an honest way.
Right.
What do you want to see more of in LA artists? More and less of?
I would like to see like people go as hard as me. Like, just be aggressive with it. Like, I wake up and I live and breathe this stuff. Like, I can talk about it all day. I can work on it all day. Except for Sundays, that's the only day I don't work. I'm LA rap all day, West Coast rap all day, and I just feel like I don't see that aggression. I just see it's not a priority to a lot of new artists, in my opinion. Like, they rather smoke weed or lay with their girl all day or play a video game or be involved in street shit. Like, this is not a priority still. And so I'm just pushing like, bro, this could change your life. This could change your family's life in a positive way. This can be a platform for other businesses, for your homies to build businesses around your career and whatnot. It's just so many things, a plethora of things I can go on and on about how good this has been for my life. So I just want it to be kind of like that for other people's lives. So I just want to see that vigor and that motivation first and foremost. But like actual tangible things, I would say like some of my tips are post photos, which is ancillary. You would think you wouldn't have to say it, but I have to say it. Like, so I do write-ups for artists on my blog, not even just in the magazine. And I'll like want to write about a rapper that happened to me earlier today. I want to write about a rapper. I can't find a photo of him.
Right.
All his photos are like selfies in the mirror with a phone in his hand. That's not a press photo. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can imagine being a rapper and not posting photos. So that's like tip number one.
A professional photo.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
A press photo, like a photo that a photographer took.
Or when. Say it again.
That's what EPKs come in. Like, EPKs.
Yes.
A lot of artists don't know about that. I'm like, send me EPK. They'll just send me a picture and a link. I'm like, bro, I need a bio.
Or one sheet. Just a one sheet even. Like, it don't have to be a full EPK. I can take a one sheet, anything, but just things like that. I don't really see too much coming from this market. So that's what my workshop is all about. Those type of things.
Hey, you know how sometimes I get an artist or a guest as a photo?
Yeah.
I go to their main page, all bullshit. Right.
I'm telling you.
Go to their tag pictures.
Yeah, you can find something.
You'll find at least one decent one of the tag pictures. You feel me? You gotta search that shit. Just be like, nigga, I'm searching for this. It's so annoying.
But guess what?
And it's like most of the time, the tag pictures they either taken by other photographers at an event they're at, and it's like. I'll be telling a lot of people like 50% of like the work is getting headshots. You need headshots.
Press photos,
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's annoying at 7 o'clock in the morning when you're trying to get your write-ups done for the day and you spending 30 minutes looking for a photo of a rapper, and it make you say, you know what, fuck this write-up. And you'll miss out on the opportunity to get, you know, some exposure because you don't have photos up. Or what's another tip? I have feature traveling. Like, for example, YS has a song with ESTG. Like I said, he has a song with Sada Baby. Not just working with people in LA, but if you could, try to get people from different markets. Like, that's something I talk about in the workshop.
YS, he tapped in Detroit heavy.
Nice, nice. That's a great tip. And even, that's a great tip. That's a great tip. And these are things that a lot of artists kind of skip over. Like you said, I can tell you're very detail oriented because these are the small things that people don't pay attention to. Like you said, especially being somebody that's in media. Do you think that having someone in media having to dig on information, not just photos, but if you're really trying to do a write-up or you're really trying to set up some type of press run, do you think that having to dig really does take away that opportunity?
It could. It messes with the temperament of the writer, not just me, but anybody you send it to. Like, you're taking up some of their time that they could use elsewhere. Like, I can tell you the last time an artist or a team member for an artist sent me an email with the link and the artwork and a little description. I don't get those. I have to really see an artist post a link and go off my own wit, go off my own, lineage or whatnot. So it's frustrating sometimes, but it's the job, and that's why everything happens for a reason. That's why I have the workshop, because of the circumstance I'm in.
Artists, if you need press kits, hit up Voodoo Guru, homegirl Simone. She'll kill it for you. Feel me? She sends out everything, the press kit, everything. You feel me? Press photos. Well, you gotta do the press photos. She ain't about to just.
Yeah.
You gotta do some fucking work. You feel me? So.
I shouldn't have to tell rappers to take photos, man. That's hilarious.
Yeah. They don't know. They don't know the image.
Step one. You would think it's so easy
to flick up, man.
All right, so why no females?
Oh man, I knew that was coming.
Ash Bash.
I'm glad you asked. I also have attitude.
Well, I didn't want you to say her name, but I did invite a woman rapper.
My bad. I'm saying who I wanted to see on the damn cover because she was dropping hella visuals.
I agree 100%. To be blatantly 100% transparent, I invited Miss Ash Bash to the shoot, and she wasn't able to make it.
All good. Okay.
So I definitely, I wouldn't do that. In 2021, I wouldn't do a cover without a woman rapper present. But I wasn't gonna shut down the shoot and be like,
understand.
I heard that.
Oh hell yeah, I understand. But
I'm glad you
gonna get that
up.
question now. You feel like, why ain't no female on
because
there?
you came with Morgan Ray. You know what I mean? So we like, what he coming with next?
Yeah, everybody. That was
no women.
That was the number one concern from people. But it's like it was out of my hands.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. It still came out fire though, but we definitely had to.
had to ask. You already know.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
My bad. I was going to talk about A Day in LA, the podcast. You taking the brand to different levels as well. You feel me? You having the podcast. You done pop ups. Yeah, you doing the magazine, the freshman cover, doing ciphers. How's the podcast going along there with your co-hosts and things like that?
The podcast is so much fun. It's therapeutic.
It looked like it.
Oh, thank you. You checked it out?
Of course.
Oh, that's dope.
I love them. Y'all be playing all the good games with the shots. Yeah. I love it.
My friends drink a lot, but I do too, low-key, I guess. But no, we have a good time. Those are like my real friends.
Oh, good.
And they just supported me. And I'm super shy, and I'm to myself. But they see this personality in me that I don't necessarily see, and they just be pushing me. So they're the reason I kind of do it. They're like, no, you should be on camera more. And I'm like, well, I'll do it if y'all come.
Yeah.
And we just be having a good time. We play different games, drawing game. That's my favorite game when we have 60 seconds to draw LA rapper.
Yeah, that should be funny.
I like the one where y'all are when someone's giving you a line and y'all gotta guess who song that was. I love that game.
Yeah, that's dope too. Yeah, we just try to mix it up and just have fun on there, man.
Yeah,
it's real fun now.
How do you feel about LA media? How do you feel like LA media is supporting artists or artists supporting Black LA media?
I feel my sentiment is the same as last year, but I do want to say that the media has been doing a good job. The media people have been doing a good job. It's just we have to get the artists to support us. For example, I have a podcast. You said you enjoy it, but how many LA rappers have pulled up to the podcast? Now, how many LA rappers have hit me and asked to come? A plethora.
Right.
How many have I scheduled in? A plethora. But how many have actually showed up? Hey, I'm outside. Text. Hey, I'm outside. Calls. Not many. But if No Jumper or LA Leakers or Rosecrans was to hit them, they'd be there. You feel me? So it's about, and that's why I was going so hard last year on that, trying to not shame, but kind of encourage rappers to treat us with the same respect as other cultured owned platforms.
Cause we is putting our day every fucking minute into this shit. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely.
We waking up to this like I shit on our mind. How can we fucking support somebody else before support ourselves in a way? You know?
Absolutely. So that's why I was pushing so hard last year and a great part of this year, because I want to see Caleb for real come in here when he drops music. I want to see Chike and Ruchi come here when they drop music. I want to see Draco and Blue Bucks and everybody come here when they drop music, just like I'm coming here to promote my cover. And so I was pushing for that, but there's certain people higher up that want to be the only black platform, that want that monopoly on where the black media outlet that people do in their press run. They don't want to open the floodgates, and so they tried to silence me, but you know, I'm Dejon, so.
Okay, you ain't having it.
No.
You ain't having it.
I
It's
understand.
only right.
We gonna talk.
Okay, so here's the.
No, we go in there. We go in.
Yeah, no, I'm
No,
not
you're
fighting.
right.
I
I'm fighting a good
understand.
fight,
I understand.
definitely.
Yeah, no, because this fight is a hell of a fight. Because like there is way more than one black media outlet that's out here that's doing shit. You feel me? We might not be doing it as long as other certain people, but we still doing it. We still should get like recognition and be like, or get thrown bones of like, yo, you should go fuck with that platform because they is out here and it's a good platform. You feel me?
Yeah, it should be
Yeah.
a whole circuit. It should be a real life whole circuit and like a guild of black media. Like I said, if Chike drops his album or Chike and Ruchi drop an album, it's I can name 10, 20, 15, 30 platforms that are black owned that they could really circulate around, and imagine how much buzz that would be for their project or whatnot, or how that would impact the first week sales. But we can't get to that if you have two gentlemen at the top saying no, that's not true every time I speak on black media relations.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, you know what's funny? Podcast and like just shit that's not on radio, FM radio, terrestrial radio, it gets more viewerships and more interaction, engagement, and reach than
terrestrial radio.
like the real and power. You know who's winning in that type in those numbers?
It would be us.
No, in radio wise, it's fucking KJLH,
Okay.
and fucking The Wave.
Right.
You wanna know why?
Why is that?
Who's listening to that?
The demographic.
Demographic wise,
Okay.
old folks.
Right, yeah.
Old folks is not on their phone. Kids is on their phone. Old folks is still listening to the radio. You feel me?
Correct.
Right.
So when when people get so hyped about like their songs getting played on the radio, like terrestrial radio, you might meet the masses. You feel me? You might get like to the masses of 20,000 people one time.
Yeah.
You're just like they're not replaying your record
A whole
more.
bunch of
You
times.
feel me?
Not if you're from LA, they're not. They'll play
You feel
it
me?
on,
Like,
they'll play it on
your
Wednesday.
shit. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
What
time on Wednesday? What side?
Wednesday at 10 p.m.
Yeah,
nigga.
what
Like,
side Wednesday?
You feel me? So shit like that is like, respect. You feel me? You made it to the radio, but to the point of how many times they about to replay that shit in the next hour. You feel me?
Right,
Like,
right.
It's the one hit. It's a one hit. You know, it's like. Woo! Like you get that one post, nigga.
Yeah.
Like I'm on the radio.
Yeah.
Well, it's love, and I can't blame an artist for being excited about
I
that.
can't either, but it's just to the point of like you're supporting. It's like a fake support. It's fake love. You feel
Right.
me?
And you're putting all your faith into a large demographic of people that you don't know. What if they don't fuck with your music?
Right.
Then it's like they only play you once and they don't play you again, and then it's like compared to like one of these up and coming
No, exactly. Like Str8OutDaTrunk Radio, we'll play your shit for a whole fucking month straight. Bam, you feel me? And post you on the platform. You feel me?
Right.
There should be. All I'll say is that there should be respect put on both, and smaller platforms of black-owned platforms deserve the same respect, if not more, as other race-owned platforms.
Same,
And
yes.
I'll push for that. I was pushing for that last year. I'll push for that this year, and I try to, I try not to rant about it as much, and just try to be an example of it. And that's
There you
why,
go.
I come hard with my products, my services, and I just let it speak for itself sometimes.
And yeah, just be undeniable.
There you go.
You
There
feel
you
me?
go.
Real shit. That's all it is. You gotta be consistent and be undeniable. Like after that, they can't fucking really say nothing about it.
Right.
So
Yes, sir.
anything. So you got this show coming up. Are they all performing at this upcoming LA class show?
It'd be more like, unless they really want to, it'd be more like a meet and greet. I don't really feel like putting on like a showcase, to be honest, but it'd be more like a meet and greet. Now, if they want to get on the mic, then that's cool. I'm not going to stop anybody, but I'm not scheduling them to perform, but it'd be optional. But I did want to know, who else do you think should have been on the cover? Like, you've piqued my
Me?
curiosity.
Oh man, hold on.
You said Ash Bash.
Ash Bash. I would have said one take Quan, one take Ocho, maybe
Yeah.
one take Boys.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me go to my playlist. I got a whole playlist, bro. Let me go to my playlist. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, hold on, let's go. We could have went with my man Drebo.
Yep.
Drebo, he dropping 365, a song a day. You feel me? TF, yeah, TF is hard as well.
Where's TF from?
He's from LA. He's from I think Delamo.
No, he is.
I ain't gonna say this.
Yeah, don't do it because he don't play.
Yeah.
Damn, TF, I ain't gonna fuck your shit up.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say it.
He member. You remember?
Yeah, he ain't coming in here begging on. He ain't doing that shit.
I didn't mean gang where he from. I mean, like, what part of LA was he from?
I know that too. I'm trying to.
South Central.
Okay.
South Central.
Yellow Hill.
Oh, I'm not a big fan, but I know.
Nah. Okay. Airplane. Sham.
They didn't want to do that.
Okay. Griff
has been on the we did a Valentine's Day.
You did. So
Griff has been on the cover before. Like people are saying Lil Deuce, but Lil Deuce, when Outside came out, I gave him his own cover because he was supposed to be on the freshman cover last year, but he missed the shoot. So
you know who I'm really happy actually to see on this? Like when you actually posted the cover, YS was like the one that I was like, I'm proud of him, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like when he came in here, just listening to his story and knowing his dedication, like I fuck with YS heavy. Yeah. And seeing that he made that cover, I was like, my nigga.
Yeah, I'm excited for him. I'm excited to see his next project. He played me a couple records.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear it in full. I will say that Kelly B was like the fan favorite. That's who, because I had made a post maybe like a month before I did the shoot, and I said like, because I kind of had most of them, but I was like, let me get this last filler. So I asked Instagram and I asked Twitter who should be on the cover, and that's who the comments got flooded with. Kelly B, who's from the Mert, and he had the Water record out with Airplane James, and I love that record. And, I
was gonna say Champ Cash too from Ross Team, but
okay,
yeah,
I know what that is.
Yeah. Oh, it's all good though. We still got 2022. People know.
I want to know. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut y'all off. What do you think? You specifically, did you see the lineup for that Super Bowl halftime show?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
It's dope. It's interesting. I want to see if they're gonna bring out Game and 50, definitely, because I feel like it's like an aftermath thing. And then also my other thought on it was like, and it's gonna get kind of deep musically, was like, damn, okay, so they got Mary J. Blige in there, who's one of my favorite singers, but it's like, damn, that was supposed to be Michelet.
Okay,
like
listen.
that was supposed to be the queen of hip hop soul, because she was singing over rap beats in like '89, and that's when Mary first got her deal with Uptown. So it's just crazy to see how life plays out and to see, because it would have been dope if we had a Mary J. Blige on the West Coast, if we had a hip hop soul wave on the West Coast like that.
100%.
Why do you feel like there's no top female rapper from the West Coast?
We've had this conversation on the podcast. Some of my co-hosts' sentiment was like they're just not that dope, which I could see. Like, to me, I haven't really met a female rapper who just impressed me from gate. Like, just play the record and I'm just, wow. The skills not necessarily there for the most part, at least not up front. They have to kind of work on the craft and then it gets there. But in my opinion, and I've seen this conversation on Twitter before, life is rough for women on the West Coast, and the industry is tough on women. And then you add all these different factors in, and like even going back to Michelet, all the things she had to endure while she was coming up in the music industry out here. Women don't want to deal with that, the abuse and the assaults and partying and all the different things. Like it's rough. This is like just me growing up in the industry, working in the industry since I was a kid. I've seen things, and it's like this is not necessarily a place for a kid or a woman, to be honest. It's not safe, so I could see why we haven't had a woman rapper, because it's just not a good line of work, to be honest, out here. It gets real rough, because you got to think it's a big gang element to our rap scene, and that's not where I would.
So would you say our first like a official female will have to be from a gang?
Not from a gang, but she would have to be acclimated to gang life.
Right, like she gotta be a little rough around the edges.
Exactly. She's gonna have to be a real like tough sister to deal with, because the shit that come with this shit is crazy.
No, I hear that.
And that's honestly why the women that are on like the East Coast or in the South, why they succeed, because they are rough around the edges and they come out real in your face, you know what I mean? And that's what we need out here. There's very, like the one that you had, Morgan Ray, she's a great example of it, but she can't be the only, like, you know what I mean? We need a plethora of us.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely.
But you're right about that industry shit. Like, if a woman, I talk about this like with industry homegirls all the time. Like, I thank God that we're a group of women that are very well protected at the very end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, having these good relationships with with men that are respectable and everything. That it's a really important component to have.
Yeah, because it could get real dangerous.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. I'm still waiting. You know, I'm gonna put on an all-female hip hop show.
I have a lot of hope.
Definitely.
I just don't know when. It's probably gonna be at the end of the year. So
I'm excited to see
I'll let
that.
y'all know. Yeah, I just want to see I just want to see the unity. You feel me? Of female hip hop artists. Because last week we had a guest, La Brea. She came onto the and she was like, "Yeah, there's not that much of commodity and like a unity in LA female rap." You feel me? She might know probably like 4 other female rappers. Maybe more, but it's just like, you know, just what she was saying. It was like she don't know that many.
Right,
you know, it's only a motherfucking handful. I'm like, there's so many out here, you know, and it's like they all need to know each other. So there can be a fucking movement. There can be like a list of like, if somebody do come and be like, who's from LA that's popping, and somebody can be like, oh, here's a list of some female rappers that's actually doing some shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
That or we can build from. You know, not like they not might be it right now, but if we work with them and build what they got. They can actually do something, you know.
Yeah.
Right. Also support my argument with you. It's expensive. When you really think about it, it's expensive being a woman artist.
Hell yeah.
So, yes.
That comes into factor too. Like
I was listening to what's his name? P from is it P? No,
P from
P from QC. He's talking about how much fucking City Girls is. You feel me? Like
I couldn't imagine.
They're not that cute in person, but anyway, you feel me? Anyway,
but you got hair and makeup,
this is so
and
much,
styling,
and
and
they
bodyguards and stuff. Like that's expensive.
Yeah, every day,
and they want to eat the best. They
hour.
want the best liquor. They want all the champagne.
You feel me? They not shopping at Ross.
Hell
They're
no.
not shopping at the mall.
They ain't shopping nowhere. The designer is coming to them.
Yeah,
you know, they paying for wardrobes.
And if they smoke weed, they're not gonna smoke no Reggie. They're gonna be smoking some high class shit.
Right.
Every day, yo. And they got kids. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Child care, child baby, all that.
So I wouldn't. I mean, if I was in that position and I was a label owner, my first signing wouldn't be a woman rapper necessarily. Not that I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, but just from what we just said, like that's expensive.
You already in debt before you can make some money.
Yeah,
but she in debt. You know?
Yeah, like, you stupid. You stupid. Yeah, that seems real tough, man.
No, real shit.
Man.
All right, so what's coming up with A Day in LA, like 2022? You have any like plans? Or I know you're already planning for 2022 because this year's almost basically over. You already got a plan set for this year. Yeah. So what's coming for 2022? Like, what's happening?
I have a second podcast coming called A Day in the Land. That's going to be a little more serious. You know, my podcast A Day in the Land now is like, you know, playing games with my friends, but A Day in the Land is going to be much more serious, much more high quality, just more informative, more editorial. So that podcast is coming at the top of the year, and then I'm working on a television project.
Nice.
Very nice. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What do you want to see more from LA artists?
Pressure. Apply pressure. I wake up every day and apply pressure the best of my ability. Everything don't hit, but some things do. And I just want to see that too. I'm lonely out here. Nobody else is really waking up and apply pressure like that. So just apply pressure and do it with style. I want to see some flair. I want to see some intelligence, some creativity, like
something different.
Right, excite me. Like
Definitely.
I'll be bored.
I feel you. I ain't gonna lie. I feel you. I hear that. Where they follow you at, and where can they get the magazine? Where can they see the issue? Where can they see the cipher? All that.
My Instagram and Twitter is ADLA My website is adayin.la, and then the freshman issue is out. If you see one of these at the Champion store,
yes,
you can scan this and you'll be able to read the freshman docket in the morning. So.
All right. Where they follow you at one more time? Str8OutDaTrunk Radio. We have Dejon Paul in the house, A Day in LA. You feel me? 2021 LA freshman. The underdogs on top.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. And ADLA Dejon.
Hey, Str8OutDaTrunk Radio. Let's get it. We about to play this Jason Cash, you dig? Then we gonna play some Ken Dog in this thing. Hey, let's get it.
Hey.
He's one of it.
Goddamn, I love waking up to some money. And the baddie that rub on my baller tummy. She gotta love me, I know she know that I'm here. And that's exactly what she